In order to build community and create a positive classroom culture, I commit to knowing my students well academically, socially, and emotionally. I build on my students' life experiences and consistently bring them into the classroom. I create a classroom learning community and I hold high academic expectations and standards for all of my students. My effectiveness as an educator is consistently judged by my students. I infused lessons on Constitution Day using the opportunity provided to us through the Bill of Rights Institute. My students were so amazed and loved the opportunity to Zoom with actual lawyers. We not only studied about the Constitution, some of the lawyers presented cases that related to the books we were reading. Some of the lawyers even spoke of the opportunity for my students to also become lawyers and educators in the law as well. Students are still to this day talking about the amazing experience of that day of Zooming brought to them. When Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, we also studied about the impact of her life. October, Bully Awareness Month, I brought into my classroom my own bullying story and I shared my motto: don't judge me, you don't know my story. Because when students look beyond themselves, we can also eradicate bullying. And then there was National Hispanic Heritage Month, which we studied. And we also are able to learn from each other. I have taught lessons on equality, human rights, gender bias, civil rights, inclusion, discrimination, voting rights, immigration, assimilation, the study of the Holocaust, and even Veterans Day. When Native American Heritage Month, we were introduced to that as well. And most importantly, we are now beginning our study about Japanese internment. And we are reading a book called They Called Us Enemy, written by a Japanese internee in our own state of Arkansas. Written by George Takei, They Called Us Enemy is a graphic novel that explains all of the human rights violations that were committed against Japanese people during World War II. And next week, we will be studying the Human Rights Day. And the conversation will continue because in my class, we all stand together.